Who is My Friend by Joel Stevens. Before we can talk about my friend, we have to learn about the types of friends. The first type of friend we have is a fake friend. A fake friend is someone who makes you fake it in order to be friends with them. They don't support you. They're overly competitive with you. They make you feel bad about yourself. They turn others against you. They always need attention. They peer pressure you. They're narcissists. And they're jealous of you. And then there's different perspectives of what a friend is. We have the world's perspective first. The world believes that they answer you with empathy, perspective, and honesty. They accept you despite your differences. They want what's really best for you. True friendship doesn't abandon you. They notice the little things. They show up when it matters. They applaud your success. They are not threatened by it either. And they understand you on a deep level. That's the world's view on what a friendship is. And the world's view is very different from God's perspective of a friendship. God believes that friendship is an outwardly focused concept. It's about service to others rather than service to self. But it's even more than that. God has specific expectations of what a friend must be willing to do for a friend. The first thing is remaining loyal and helpful during the good and the bad times. The second thing is speaking the truth even when it hurts. The third thing is demonstrating the kind of love described in 1 Corinthians 13. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrong. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices with the truth. And the fourth and final thing is being willing to lay down one's life if it's needed for the other. But a lot of people in America say they don't have any friends. A study in 2016 showed that 20,000 Americans believe they don't have any friends. But I'm here to tell you today, you have a friend. His name is God. You see, He sent us a friend request. He's always with us. He's ever-knowing, everlasting. He's always going to be our friend. Jesus also told them there is no greater love than to lay down one's life for friends. He made the ultimate display of loving friendship when He gave His life upon the cross, shedding innocent blood to cover the guilt of our sins. Why we should have God as our friend. When we don't have God in our life, it's like we're fighting a war but with no armor. That's kind of hard to do. And another thing is, it only gets darker in life when you don't have God as a friend. You see, we live in this world where we believe if we wake up, we're going to see light every day. But the truth is, if we don't have God as our friend in our life, we are going to be living in darkness every single day. A study conducted in 2017 shows that about 80% of people believed in God, but as the years are continuing to go, it's showing that more people are losing their trust in God and not believing in Him anymore. And by this happening, a lot of people are going to start seeing more sadness. That's why we have seen so many more suicides and shootings in the news, because everyone's just so sad these days because they have left the one thing that brought them true happiness, which was God, everyone's friend. A study conducted in 2017 shows that in Germany, about 22% have found happiness after finding a friend in God. In America, 23% found happiness. In Ukraine, 33% found happiness. In Italy, 5% found happiness. And in Portugal, 19% found happiness. Another study was conducted in 2017 in Germany showing the number of people who don't have anxiety after finding a friend. In Germany, that was 21.2% of people don't have anxiety anymore after they have found God as their friend. In Ukraine, 35% of people no longer have anxiety since they have found God. In Italy, 17% no longer have anxiety since they have found God. In Portugal, 16% no longer have anxiety since they have found God. And in America, 11% of people no longer have anxiety since they have found God. Now we're going to hear some expert testimonies. According to Billy Graham, people who have lost everything still have a friend. His name is God. He will never leave or forsake you. He's always going to be with you. Another testimony we have is from Ann Wilson. She says, when we find a friend in God, all of our fear, anxiety, sadness, and human feelings are gone. When I found God in 2020, it changed my life. I was living a sinful life where I was lying a lot, I wasn't reading my Bible, and I was doing other sinful things. When I found Him, I was on the edge of ending it all. From all the stress I was under, since we were always in lockdown. I remember it clear as day. It was a Friday night in September. I started crying my eyes out, and that's when I saw and I met God. When I found Him, I went from being sad to being happy. Words cannot describe how much joy that I felt after meeting God. God is one of the best things that has ever happened to me. He loves me so much, and I can't wait until I get to meet Him one day in heaven. I can't wait until I get to go on the Golden Brick Road and talk with Him. And I hope one day that you're going to join me there soon, because I would love for all of us to just be there, and we're just all walking down this Golden Brick Road, just celebrating and rejoicing in the Lord's name, because the Lord does everything. He loves us so much. He is our friend. Even when we abandon Him, we can always go back to Him. He just loves us so much. So I just want to encourage you right now, just if you don't know the Lord, just pray and ask Him to come into your life. He's one of the best things that can ever happen to you. He is a friend for everyone. So I just ask that you'll just please do that. So as we come to this time of invitation. Today, first I want to ask you, if you had no friends when you first came here, do you now have a friend? Do you know what his name is? And those of you that are sitting in the audience today, I just want to know, did you find that special friend that you said you're missing in your life? Because I know I did. His name was God. So I ask you today, are you going to continue to live a sad, upset life where everything's just depressed and you don't know what to do and you're just sitting there and hurting and complaining and you're just lost in life? Or are you going to go find you a friend in God? Thank you.